Good day, grade 9s, and welcome to today's natural sciences lesson.
What happened to the fireworks in the video? The first thing which happened to the fireworks in the video is that they got ignited, and after they got ignited, they exploded into the air, giving off a sound, sparks, and for some of you guys who have had a real life experience with fireworks, you would know that they also give off a smell and smoke when they get ignited. Now, these are some of the things which happen when a reaction called a combustion reaction occurs, and fireworks are a great example of that. Now, you may be wondering, what is a combustion reaction? Now, a combustion reaction is a reaction that occurs when a substance burns in air. Now, given the definition of what a combustion reaction is, try looking into your everyday life and try and see if there are any examples of combustion reactions which you could think of. List them down and then we'll continue with the lesson. I shall give you guys about a minute for you to do so. I now think that you have already listed down some of the combustion reactions which you have seen in your everyday life. Now, here are some of the examples which I put together for you guys. Burning of wood or coal. Now, you may wonder, okay, how is burning of wood or coal a combustion reaction? Well, it is a combustion reaction because the first thing which occurs is that wood is ignited, it is set on fire, and the second thing is that it starts giving off a flame, and as wood burns, there is a smoke, there is a smell, and a sound which it makes. Now that gives it the props to be a combustion reaction. Another example which we have is gas burning for a gas stove. Now, with this reaction, again, the gas stove top is ignited, and as a result, it starts making a hissing sound, a flame is shown, and if you're lucky, you might get to see the smoke as it starts going into the air along with the flame. And another great example is a thing commonly during load shedding, burning candles. Now we do with a burning candle. We first ignite it, and after igniting the candle, it gives off a flame. There's a sound it makes, even though it's not easy to hear sometimes, there is a sound it makes, and there is smoke. Now that also makes it an example of a combustion reaction. Now this is a science class, and we want to be dealing with combustion reactions in science education. Now, what combustion reaction will we be dealing with in science education? We will be metal with oxygen. Now, given that, I want you guys to tell me where on the periodic table you will find metals and oxygen. Now, you will be given an activity. And in the link provided, go do that activity. Select the regions on the periodic table where metals are found. I'll also give you guys some time to do that. I take it that you guys have done the activity on. Given poll. Now, what element number is oxygen on the periodic table? You guys just saw the periodic table right now, so I need you guys to write down what element number oxygen is on the periodic. Hey, oxygen is element number 8 on the periodic table. Now, given that, I want you to pick any metal of your choice, write its chemical equation for when it reacts with oxygen. Right now, I am going to give you about 30 seconds to write that equation. I have done. Now, I have taken calcium as my example and reacted it with oxygen to give us calcium oxide. Now, for the equation to be the way it is, it needs to be balanced. Now, beginning of the equation, the two which you see in front of the calcium and the two which you see in front of the calcium oxide are not there. That happens when we start balancing out the equation. And when we balance out the equation, we look at the number of oxygen in the reactant side and we see that there's 2. And then the number of oxygen in the product side, we see that there's 1. And that's why we decided to add the 2 so that we balance out the number of oxygen in the reactant side with the 1 in the product side. Now, when we added the 2, it showed us that now we have 2 calcium on the product side.
which means that I need to have two calciums on the reactant side so that the equation is balanced. And then after doing all that, we now see that our final equation is 2Ca plus O2 gives us 2CaO. And then this type of reaction is a reaction between, like I said before, a metal and oxygen. And when we react a metal with oxygen, we get metal oxide.
Now, I want you guys to watch the following videos and note down what happens in each video and answer the poll questions which follow in the provided link.
All right, this is the video where we're looking at reacting of metals with oxygen, and what we have here is a piece of copper. You can see it's your typical copper color, nice and shiny, so fresh piece of copper. And what we're going to do is we're going to heat it in our Bunsen burner. We've got a nice blue flame right here, although it might be not so easy to pick up on the screen. Maybe, yeah, there we go. We shifted over to the black part of the blackboard there. You can see we've got a nice blue flame there, a hot flame going. So we're going to hold it in the flame. Maybe bring it a little closer. We're going to hold it in the flame. We're getting kind of a green flame color being produced right here. Okay, and again, the camera's not really picking that up quite well. And by heating it up, and we're going to encourage a reaction between the copper metal and the oxygen that's in the air, and hopefully we're going to see some sort of change. Okay, so we'll leave it there for a little bit, and of course the result that we're going to get here is going to be different than if you heated a piece of magnesium. Magnesium's reaction with oxygen upon heating is actually quite different, very significant difference between what we're doing here and the reaction of magnesium with oxygen. And I guess that's part of the comparison that you have to make in this particular lab. Still heating up. Idea now is to kind of let it cool for a little bit. And what you're starting to see here now is some discoloration. You're going to a black color being formed on the surface of the copper, and maybe a little bit of a greenish hue as well. Again, it's difficult for the camera to pick up very well. So we're getting an oxide of form of some type being formed on the surface of the copper. Okay.
Hello scientific people, how are you today? So today I'm going to show you the demonstration of a chemical reaction, that is burning of magnesium. So here I have a strip of magnesium which is cut from the magnesium ribbon. So this is the magnesium ribbon and this is Bunsen's burner and a watch glass in which I am going to collect the magnesium oxide, which is white in color. These are the pair of tongs. So when magnesium reacts with oxygen, it requires heat energy, and after initiating this reaction, you will see that the magnesium burns in presence of oxygen to form magnesium oxide, and magnesium burns in oxygen with a brilliant white flame, that is called a dazzling white flame. Very difficult to see that. So let's try the experiment, and here I am going to hold this magnesium ribbon. Actually, we don't require a very big piece of magnesium. It's very handy. You can even break it with your own hands. So I choose to put all other things aside. As you can see that magnesium burns with a dazzling white flame. Now, as the reaction is completed, you can see that this white color thing is being produced. This white color is nothing but magnesium oxide. Even let's try to break it. This is white color powder. This white color powder is nothing but magnesium oxide. So as you saw, that magnesium burns with dazzling white flame. So hopefully guys, you have enjoyed the explanation. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do that. Thank you for watching the video.
Remember to do the Google Form worksheet and submit your answers via email. And also be sure to submit all the answers you've been writing throughout the lesson, and the ones which you did on the poll questions. Remember to also submit that. And if you have any more questions with regards to the lesson, please be sure to forward them to me and we shall discuss them in the next lesson.